I'm Nicole.
I'm Kristin. We're public historians and consultants.
And today we are taking over Old North's Instagram.
Nicole and I were hired to work with Old North Illuminated on their interpretive plan. And an interpretive plan helps organize the messaging and narratives that an organization like a museum or historic site delivers to the public. And particularly, our expertise lies in the integration of narratives of enslavement into traditional white-dominated narratives at historic sites. So Nicole and I helped think about how those narratives of previously marginalized members of the congregation or stories surrounding enslavement and the profiting from the institution of slavery could fit into the themes and stories that you hear when you come visit Old North. Interpretation is the process that museums and historic sites do to tell the story. We read the original primary documents, pull out a narrative, and then deliver that in multiple ways. We can do that person to person and with live interpretation. We can do that in text panels, audio tours, or even resources on a website.
So since we wrapped up work on the interpretive plan, now we're moving on to the stage of signage. So signs like this one for Captain Jackson, we'll review the text. We will help Old North redo some of the material. We'll make it a really dynamic experience for you, the visitors coming to the site. So we've talked about an interpretive plan. We've talked about the many ways that we can interpret the material with signage. But in order to do all of this, your staff has to be trained. And so another part of our work with Old North has been to create training for the staff members so that when they engage with you, the public, not only are they knowledgeable, they're confident, and they're excited to share this history with you. So I think one of the things that has been really fun about this whole process is I'm standing in a place that is pivotal to American history, right? To the beginnings of our country. And there's still so much that we're learning all these years later, these centuries later, right? That's pretty awesome. And so when you come to Old North, understanding that the story isn't complete, we're still discovering and talking about both the figures that you knew, but also introducing you to people and voices and stories that you might have never known existed here in this church. It's completely fascinating. And as a historian, these are the things that I love to do, to introduce this new research and these new stories to you, the public. So definitely check out Old North. The work that they're doing here is phenomenal, and you definitely will leave different than when you came.